Hey, this is Wendy Alane Wright, the Hollywood Talent Manager, and today I'm with the dialect coach, Chris Lang, who is one of the most renowned dialect coaches in the entertainment industry. And I wanted to ask him some questions about why do you need to study dialects, Chris?
The main reason why you need to study accents is because everyone has an accent. And because everyone in the world has an accent, I have one, Wendy's got one, you've got one if you're watching this. Every single character that you ever play will also speak with an accent. Now, that accent may be like yours, a little bit like yours, or not even a little bit like yours, like a lot not like yours. So you've got to know how to fit a new way of speaking into the story that's being told. Because not every character is going to speak like you do.
That makes perfect sense. And I remember Meryl Streep saying that, she changes her voice and her accent for every single role. And that's part of embodying the character, is that she has a different accent. But a lot of people ask me, how do I get rid of my accent? What do you say about that?
Well, like Wendy, you've heard me talk about this before. We don't get rid of your accent, my friends. This is, not a thing that we want to be in the business of. Two main reasons. Number one, your accent is a giant piece of who you are. It's a piece of your personal identity that tells a story of your life from day one right up until today. And it's a part of your social groups and your family and your social cues, all of this. It's a part of your identity. And if we get rid of that, we start reducing your identity. And if we reduce your identity, now we start reducing your art, because that's where your art comes from. So that's big reason number one. We don't want to kill your art and your artistic soul. But thing number two, and Wendy, you'll respond to this as a manager, your accents, my friends, they're marketable skills. Like your agents, managers don't want you to lose marketable skills. You want to be submitted and audition with and then be cast using your native accents. So we don't want to reduce or get rid of accents. We actually just want to learn how to acquire more accents.
So people keep the accent they have. Just like if you were listening to people from Scotland and they're putting on American accent, when they stop putting on the American accent, they still have their Scottish accent.
Exactly. We never want you to lose your accent in real life. If you hear somebody out there say, hey, can we lose the accent or get rid of that accent or anything like that, because acting teachers and casting directors, they talk in those kind of terms. They do not mean in real life. Look at my eyes. Yes. They do not mean in real life. They just mean for this scene, for the audition, for this one role. That's
yes. And from what I understand, and I've listened to you speak about this, that if you develop the skill of learning new accents, then when you get a film role and they give you an accent, you've got an ability to pick up new accents and you've got a certain skill. So that's something that you teach people
exactly.
how to do?
Yeah. I'm actually probably the most passionate about this part of the training because there's no way in accent training we can prepare you for every accent that you'll ever be asked to do. We can say, well, there's a half a dozen because of the way you look and your typing and branding you're most likely to use. But I guarantee your agent or manager is going to call you one day and say, hey, good news, Amazon wants to see you for that new pilot thing. They're looking for a new face. They really love you and they want an Afrikaans accent. You go, great. In 2 days, great. You hang up the phone and you go, crap, 2 days? Afrikaans? Can I do this? What do I do? Like, I never want that to be a moment of panic or anxiety for my actors. I want that to be a moment of, great, opportunity knocks. Let's go do this because I have technique and skill. I know how to be good at accents in general, not just at the few that I have. So no matter what accent comes your way, you've got a thing that you know how to do. You've got a process, you've got technique, and you've got an accent coach to work with.
I think that is incredibly important. As a talent manager, I believe that actors should all have an accent coach that they work with, a dialect coach, an accent coach. They should, and not wait until you get an opportunity to start learning. Like right now, I want you to add Chris Lang's information into your contact list, your database, whatever it is, you're into your phone. And let's tell people how they can get in touch with you. What's your website?
Sure. My website is www.dialectcoachchrislang.com. And they can find me on Instagram and Twitter at dialectcoachcl. And I respond to all the messages and things like that because I am here to help, my friends. If you need me, reach out. I'll be here to help. The time to work on accents is way before you need them. So reach out today.
Thanks. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Chris. I just think you're the best dialect coach in the business. And I'm grateful that the actors get a chance to work with you because they can become so much more marketable and so much more prepared for the roles and the auditions that they're going to get. And I think actors are more successful when they have you as a dialect coach. So thank you so much for taking time. This is Wendy Alane Wright, and I will see you on the red carpet.